We have seen the station wagon version, the Tourer, and here we have instead the sedan version of the ID.7 GTX. I call it a sedan even though actually all things considered it would also be more of a fastback, because when you open the trunk you also open the glass. So in fact it's not really a proper sedan. But anyway, this is the GTX version, the most powerful one available in the list. Have you seen maybe evidence of it around yet? Tests of its GTX station wagon version, the Tourer. However, today I will not dwell too much on what changes, especially the interior, but not having much time, will analyze the aesthetics. We always have the question of the seats, specific of course with the GTX lettering stitched in and with red detailing, as well as here on the dashboard directly, or the multifunction sport steering wheel with the GTX lettering recalls, the red recalls, and the 15-inch screen of course with the MIB4. As I said though, I am going to dwell on what is the aesthetics and what is the actual data. So we have on the outside, of course, especially on the front, nothing different from what is the Volkswagen ID.7 Tourer GTX, with this naturally pointed bumper and with the air intakes below here honeycombed to ensure the cooling of the front engine component, and with the arrow light here specific to the GTX versions that we have also seen on other models of this Volkswagen sports car family. So are the rims, which are essentially the same for this one as well. We are on tires of a side of a diameter of about 1 diameter and 25 for the front rims. Instead, we always have 20 inches but slightly wider tires for the ones at the back, because here they are 2 and 35 and at the back they are 2 and 45. However, always on 20-inch diameter rims. They can be black like that, they can be diamond, so good or bad, though the shape remains the same, specific of course to the GTX version. Here we also have the lettering in black. The mirror caps obviously in black. At the rear we always have the headlamp joined in the same way. Again, there is no ID.7 lettering, there is GTX lettering, as well as the honeycomb texture that is closed but is still taken up on the rear. This is what in fact offers the ID.7 GTX as far as aesthetics is concerned, because obviously then the issue more interesting comes out of the mechanical part of course. Because we have of course not the single 286 horsepower rear engine, but we have the two engines, one in the front and one in the back. The one in the back, however, more performance, and the one in the front a little bit less, which together offer 340 horsepower, that's 250 kilowatts. So translated into the kilowatt system, the acceleration is under 6 seconds. We should even be around 5.5 to understand it. However, under 6 seconds for sure, for a top speed of about 180 kilometers per hour, self-limited. Of course, the battery is 86 kilowatt hours and you can recharge it at 200 kilowatts, then having a range of about 600 kilometers available. So the numbers are very interesting on this car. Certainly we are on the top of the possible range of the ID.7. And so just as we also had it on the Tourer for its version, its station wagon counterpart, always GTX, here too. Obviously here we have the ultimate in performance. I'm actually not going to dwell much further on the rest, because the most important changes of the ID.7 we have seen, and time being what it is, we have seen the aesthetics. So I'm just going to dwell on these, which are the actual differences from the regular version. So let me know you below in the comments what you think of this GTX version, and we'll see you in the next video, always here on AM Network. Ciao!